All right, number 22 asked, which of the 12 basic functions are the three that have an infinite number of local extrema? So I'm pretty sure everybody immediately thought of these two, the sine function and the cosine function. They each have an infinite number of local maximums and an infinite number of local minimums. The question is, what's the third of those 12 basic functions? Well, to answer that question, we should really consider the definition of a local maximum or local minimum. A local maximum of a function is a y value that is greater than or equal to all range of y values on some open interval containing that x value. And a key part of this definition is we're looking for an open interval where the y value is greater than or equal to all the other range values or output values or y values on that interval. So do we have an infinite number of intervals where there's one y value that's greater than or equal to all the other y values? And again, greater than or equal to. Well, on each of these specific intervals, there is a y value that is greater than or equal to every other y value on the interval. So let's consider this red interval, for example. On this interval, as x goes from 4 to 5, and it can be an open interval, is there a y value that exists just on that interval, that's red interval of x values, such that that y value is greater than or equal to every other y value on that interval? There sure is. Right here, the y value 3 is bigger than or equal to every other y value on this blue interval as x goes from 3 inclusive to 4 exclusive. And there will be an infinite number of intervals, open intervals. So if we talk, I said x inclusive, but these have to be open intervals. So as x goes from, for example, -3, not including -3, up to -2, not including -2, there is a y value, the y value of -3, that is bigger than or equal to every other y value on that open interval. All right, so I hope you see now why, in addition to the sine curve and the cosine curve, the greatest integer function is the third basic function of the 12, which has an infinite number of local extrema.